Well, this is not a routine NATO meeting. This is a warning from the Arctic. And Greenland is all of a sudden at the center of it. You're watching TimesXP. It's me, Dhriti Yatri, and here's what set the alarm bells ringing. A suspected Russian spy ship spotted near Arctic waters. White Sea, frozen route, but rising tensions. And now NATO is talking about doing more in Greenland. You know what did the UK and the Denmark say about it? Standing side by side in Copenhagen, the defense ministers of Britain and Denmark, they sent a clear message. Stay calm, but do not stay passive. Their words were careful, but the meaning, it was sharp. Britain's message is this: NATO must step up. UK Defense Secretary John, he said that Greenland cannot be left exposed like this, not just to Russia, but also to China's growing Arctic interest. Here's his argument: Greenland is no longer a distant ice island. It is a frontline territory. But Greenland, why it matters so much all of a sudden? Because it sits between North America and Europe. It controls key Arctic shipping routes. It hosts critical US military infrastructure, and as ice melts, its value only grows. So whosoever controls Greenland influences the future Arctic order. Well, Denmark's admission is very important here. Denmark controls Greenland, and Denmark admits this. We need to be more active, we need to invest more, and we need to do more together. That's not rhetoric, that is preparation. But what does this do mean really means? In NATO language, it really means more joint military exercises, more surveillance mission, more ships and aircraft, more intelligence sharing, more boots. Rotating, not permanent. Basically, in simple words, greater NATO visibility in the Arctic. And it is urgent because NATO right now believes that Russia is testing limits. China is quietly expanding influence. The Arctic is becoming the next geopolitical battleground. And the spy ship report, that's not just one vessel, by the way. It's about pattern. So here's the bigger picture, ladies and gentlemen. This is happening while the US talks openly about Greenland's strategic value. NATO unity is being tested elsewhere. Arctic militarization is escalating. Greenland is no longer neutral ground, it is strategic ground. So NATO does not want panic, but NATO is done with the diplomacy. The message from London and Copenhagen is simple: calm heads, strong presence, and united defense. But in the Arctic, silence is no longer safety, and Greenland is no longer just ice and snow. It is power.